This is the wrong date, Jack and Frank. September 9th is not the untold story. It was the 10th. Let's count the lies.
Moments leading up to Charlie Kirk's assassination.
We're on our way to UVU that morning in the car. Charlie gets footage on his phone of the crowd. He shows it to me. I'm looking at it. It's like an amphitheater. I said to him, Charlie, I don't like this place. There's too many buildings.
I either got the first call from you or from Mikey. He said, Jack, get everyone in the world praying. There's so much blood. My brother calls. He said, Charlie's been shot. Your call came in. It was a FaceTime call. Yeah, you had blood on you.
And people don't believe in the demonic? Jack, how could it be more obvious?
Yeah.
The last picture that I took with Charlie, your brother was between us.
Right before Charlie was shot, my brother was talking to a microphone or speaker that was in a bush. And so he was talking to some sort of military operative that they were, conspiring to take out Charlie.
September 9th, Charlie calls a meeting, a scheduled Zoom meeting with 2 officials in Israel. What do you think we're talking about, Jack? Exodus 22:22 says, anybody that abuses a widow or the fatherless, God says, I will hunt you down with a sword and kill you. Erica, once all this nonsense that's being talked about with conspiracies, all she wanted to do was take care of her children. We got to the hospital somewhere around 12:30. He was shot, right? Like maybe 12:20. It took us like 10 minutes to get there, maybe 15. It's just an SUV. We had no lights. We were just screaming.
Saw that.
Yeah. We get there. Mikey had already sent a plane to get Erica. She got there, I want to say about 3 o'clock. It's about 5:30. I'm about the only one in the emergency room area. So they come down from being with Charlie. Erica sees me. I see her. She's a mess, as you can imagine.
Of course.
She's crying. I'm crying. Comes up to me, we hug, and she says this.
Exact thing he says is, we heard from Bibi Netanyahu and
Yes.
their Israeli news service,
Yes.
I
So,
believe.
The USA, the own country where he passed away in, doesn't know first if he passed
Exactly.
away.
Yeah.
That's odd. That
Yeah.
Israeli news source, and he deleted this. And the same thing with Victor Marks deleted it. The same thing with Charles Harwalk deleting it. The same thing with Rob McCoy deleting it. They're all deleting it. Like I said, they're in the group chat together. Oh, it just pisses me off. So, okay, ready?
And thank you, Smoka FNJ. Thanks. They're just letting me know my hair doesn't matter. So I'm just saying thank you.
I mean, like mine. Okay. Okay. Ready?
Yeah, let's dive into it.
All right. Really quickly. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but just the most important part.
Hey everybody, just an update on what's going on. It is 1:45 Pacific time.
45.
And as you guys have been watching the news, there's conflicting reports all around the globe, literally all around the globe. Israeli news service and Benjamin Netanyahu had made a comment and made the announcement that Charlie Kirk had passed, that he was in fact dead, that Charlie has died. They made that announcement roughly 20 minutes after the shooting. U.S. News reported nothing of that he was stable. Some reports said that he was in surgery. Of course, obviously, I've talked to people who were literally on this, in the presence of Charlie, trying to stabilize him. CNN is just now reporting that he is in fact passed. Tonight, special service this evening. Not exactly sure how this is going to work out. I'm going to be very honest with you, and I'm only speaking to the Calvary Chapel Chino Hills family right now. That
He doesn't say anything about Butch. He doesn't say anything about Mikey. He doesn't say anything about anything else.
But he does say our friends overseas reported the absolute certainty that he was gone 20 minutes after.
I'm not going to play this whole thing, right? Because, like, that's the most important part. You can go watch this whole thing. It's like 7 minutes long. He does have an interview with Fox News, and he promotes it. How do you have an interview with Fox News if you don't know he passed? That's odd. And he's already has vigils. He has stuff going on. And he deleted this. He deleted this. So go in my members only and watch all. I have a whole bunch of this kind of stuff that got deleted. So guys, go check it out.
he had months to reach out to me to say, hey, can you give me a chance to meet Charlie and to get a decent seat?
Mm-hmm.
But no, he calls me the night before.
Oh, yeah?
And he says, "Hey, can you?"
Wow.
And I said, "Well, I'll give Charlie a call, but it's kind of late, and all that stuff." And I'm thinking,
Oh my
so I
God.
honestly reached out to Charlie. I said, "Charlie, listen, my brother lives nearby. He wants to come see."
Broke back pastors. Like, that is everything. Wish I like. Oh my God, I can't even talk. Broke back pastors, babe.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I really can't.
I'm just looking at some of the other comments too. It's freaking great.
7 Mountain mandate. Remember,
Oh,
after this happened, he was in Montana.
Yeah.
Butch. Butch.
Brian.
Well, Brian, we don't have a picture of, but Butch, and then I gave it to Baron Rick Cutler. The same time frame. They're in the same vicinity together. And then also another security guard. I will actually post that later when I get a minute because there's just so much information right now that's going on.
Oh my God. Get crunk and listen. Don't go knocking if the tent keeps rocking.
Oh man, he loves the mountains.
I guess that's a perk of Judaism.
He loves those mountains.
Ugh.
See you. I know you got too much going on right now, but
A day before, he tells his brother, "I need a
Yep.
place. I need to get there. I don't believe." Sorry, first lie. I don't believe that. Next.
I was faithful to give you his request. God bless you tomorrow. And so the next thing I know, that's how I found out, is that he sent me that picture. And my first thought was this: wow, I got to thank Charlie for going above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, Frank, to be there. Here's my brother sandwiched in between two rocks. And then so I went about my morning, not long. And I'm trying to remember the sequence of things. I either got the first call from you or from Mikey.
Really?
It was one or the other.
No. Lies. That's not the call that you got. You got your text from Butch with the picture, but your selfie that I just played says otherwise.
Yep.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Let's catch all the lies, because in the beginning, the first lie was there was footage on Charlie's phone. He doesn't say drone anymore. Frank doesn't say drone footage anymore.
And if you actually notice, when he says footage right at the beginning, the very first bit of the clip, there's an edit.
There's an edit.
So that tells me he might have said drone or said something else.
Yep.
But then there's a quick cut after he says looking at the footage. So go check that out.
Yep. You can go back and look at it if you want. And I put the link in my description.
It was very, very close. I do believe you were the first one.
Oh.
That was after we got to the hospital.
Okay, then I got the first call from Mikey.
Because I was in the emergency room after we got
What?
Charlie there.
I remember.
I called you.
I never heard of anybody. Mikey called him.
Yeah. So we know
this
that's
this is BS.
yeah.
I'm
So we know
pissed
that's not true. He already knew.
off. He knew.
He already knew from Bibi Netanyahu, an Israeli news source, right away, more or less. And the people overseas, they knew 20 minutes after. So that's not truthful.
No.
That's not truthful.
I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
Let's see what.
Remember
let's
what
see
you
how
were
bad this
saying.
gets.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mikey called, and he said, Jack, get everyone in the world praying.
Mm-hmm.
He called his dad and said that. He called Rob McCoy
Exactly.
and said that.
Yeah, he didn't
So
call.
what the heck, Jack?
He didn't call Jack and say that, and he couldn't call Jack because he was on the phone.
With Erica? No, he was on the phone with multiple people.
Well, and his wife was on the three-way. Remember, that came out after.
Yeah.
So this phone call, whenever allegedly it took place, it wasn't when Charlie was taken out.
And Blake Neffy lied too. Remember that?
Yeah, we'll get to him
Yeah.
later. We'll focus on these two though.
So much blood.
Mhm.
There's so much. And he was beside himself, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
Man, in that moment when I got that, I didn't believe it.
Then I FaceTimed you. We were talking.
You
You saw I had blood on me.
You
Show us.
so
Show me.
my brother calls
No, I'm done.
and he can't talk.
I don't even know if I
He
can get
said-
through all this because I'm just like, what? There's blood all over you?
Yeah. So
You FaceTimed him? You saw it?
well,
Show it to me.
he might have FaceTimed him. We don't know that. But if he FaceTimed him, there was no blood on him because Frank never did anything. He never carried Charlie at all. So we all seen the footage. He drops to his ground, crawls on the ground, spins in a circle, gets up, and then runs to the car and then jumps in the back. So he didn't help carry Charlie.
Nope.
But so
Nope.
I'd be shocked if he had any blood on him at all, let alone being covered.
I mean, gotta plug in that book.
Ew.
Sorry.
Why doesn't God answer my prayers? Because you follow Judaism, Jack. You can't pray to Jesus. It's not even your religion, bro.
Oh, guys, how would
Brutal.
a broke CIA mountain man know about Charlie even?
Nice
He never
one,
went to
Hoaxie.
the last UVU event where Candace was, and it was inside.
Oh, I just want to say hi to Spain.
Hello,
We-
thank you.
We got
I know
Spain
a
in the
little
house.
bit of Spanish, a little bit, tiny, opening. I know a little bit.
Been
know a
to
little bit.
Spain, but it was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I miss it. I actually loved it in Spain.
yeah, and my dad is from Portugal. My mom is from Finland, so my dad can speak fluent Spanish and Portuguese and
French.
French and everything because he lived in Paris. But yeah,
Hi, Debbie.
moving on. Hey guys, thank you. So this video just came out, Debbie. If you just joined, Jack and Franco way back talking about the untold story, how Charlie was shot. No, he wasn't shot.
Yeah. Well,
That's the first lie.
oh, there's been a lot already. There's been like 10 already.
There's been
And
10.
we're only 7 minutes in.
Okay, let's go.
Charlie's been shot. Now listen, I have a relative whose name's Charlie, and he's very involved in politics, and he's all over the United States.
Hey!
And I thought it was cousin Charlie got shot.
Mm.
Hey!
And I actually said,
Stop the lights. Mr. Lecco is in the house. Give him a fire emoji in the chat. Go follow him. He's like the first one that I contacted when all this stuff went down. I didn't even have social media.
He does really great
Oh.
work on a lot of tough subjects.
Traffic lights. Yeah.
A lot of tough subjects. He's been doing fantastic
Which-
work. If you do not know Mr. Lecco, please go
Yeah.
look him up and subscribe to his channel. He
You got-
does fantastic work.
And you got to go down the Victor Marx rabbit hole, Mr. Lecco. You got to do that. And yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Good to see you, bro.
This is just go look in my description. They just dropped this video, Mr. Lecco, right now. So they're talking about there's so much lies in this this live stream. I'm just so pissed off. So let's keep going. And thank you so much for showing up. Everybody go follow him. Yeah, everybody knows who you are. Look at that.
Darn
What up?
straight.
What up? What up? Yeah, everybody knows who you are.
That's right. Show Aaron some love in our chat.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, where are we here? So they lied about when he knew
When he knew the blood,
the footage, the drone footage. He's not
the
saying drone.
footage,
Yep.
and also how people met each other at the hospital. So
Yes.
far, that's already almost a half dozen.
Yeah.
It's like
And
right
then the
now, they're doing one lie per minute on because that's like a half dozen lies, and we're only 7 minutes
what
in.
did he say about the Rob McCoy? Like it's Rob McCoy said something, and then he said the same thing. What was it again?
That was about the FaceTime call. So
Yes,
he
yes.
said that Frank FaceTimed him, saying get everyone to pray, but that never happened.
That was Rob
Mikey,
McCoy.
yeah, Mikey FaceTimed Rob. He didn't FaceTime Jack. Jack didn't even know about that. He was
The
too
lies.
busy contacting and hanging out with his friends overseas because they told Jack
Yeah.
what happened.
The lies. The lies
Exactly.
are going on. This video just dropped, guys. Go check it out.
what do you do now? What did he do now?
Mm.
And he said, Charlie Kirk got shot. And I said, what? And he just broke down. I actually hung up on him. And I started making calls. Your call came in, which was a FaceTime call. And yeah, you had blood on you.
What?
Yeah, that's still I haven't followed. I haven't just thought. I don't even know if I've meditated on all of that. But and then of course I went because it was online everywhere. I saw the whole thing.
But you right away got a prayer chain going, and then that happened at about 12:30 Utah time. And so that's within 6 hours you were preaching about it.
That's right.
Hold on a second.
That's right. And that message that night was well done, Charlie.
So I just want to ask a question, hon, to
Sure.
you actually.
Sure.
So he was saying that they
Who's
were
he?
Jack.
Okay.
He was saying that they were just he was putting trying to get prayers going around 12:30 p.m. Is that what he was just saying? What didn't he just say that that's right around the time he was found out about Bibi and the news agency
It
finding
was
out?
23 minutes after Charlie got shot. He did this selfie of himself saying Israeli news source told him he passed
Okay.
away.
So
He
then-
already knew when he picked up the phone and did that selfie that he deleted. Now, if you believe in yourself and you're a solid, religious man, why would you delete it? Why? Why did Victor Marx delete it? Why? Why did Charles Highwalk delete it? Why are all these pastors deleting their stuff?
Yeah.
And that's how I met Barron, because I'm like, everybody's deleting stuff. And this is how it all started with me and the pastors. Because I had everything from September. Mr. Lecco knows all about that, right?
Okay, so him saying that at 12:30 is normal then. That's
Yeah.
basically what I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Just
So,
wanted to
like,
double check.
23 minutes after that happened, he went on he did his selfie.
Yeah, okay.
Because he said the Pacific time.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, and he's on the West Coast. Okay.
Yeah, and he's on the West
So
Coast. He's
that
in-
actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kirk. And as horrific as that martyrdom was, that assassination was, we know that Charlie didn't feel a thing.
No.
What? Oh, yeah.
We-
You are in his body. He didn't feel a thing. Okay, so it's the martyrdom again. That is pissing me off. That's been since the beginning, since 2 weeks after they got in a group chat talking about martyrdom. Go look at my martyr video. They all say it. Erica Kirk says it first, and then they all say it afterwards. Wearing the glorious crown of a martyr. She even has it on the legacy cemented, and her
Yeah.
biblical, like whatever she had at the bottom, she put it there in Erica Kirk. I think I posted on X. But anyways, there we go with the martyrdom again.
He went from doing what he loved the absolute most.
Sorry, he said he didn't feel a thing. I didn't know you knew that. Like, how do you know? He didn't feel anything.
Well, he
What the
doesn't.
heck?
He didn't know anything. He's just following a script, in my opinion. So
to entering glory painlessly, instantly.
I can't even watch it.
And I think of the mercy of God and the goodness of God in that. But the young man, we were talking before going on camera right now, how there was a transformative shift in Charlie's life regarding faith. I don't mean he came to faith.
He came to faith in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I mean is there was a transformation in him seeing that Christianity is viable in any sphere, in any culture, at all times. And Charlie, we had hours of elongated discussions over, Jack, how do you biblically justify voter registration and voting? How do you do that? Everybody I talk to tells me that I need to talk to you guys, because you guys, with Gina Gleason leading the spear on this, you guys have been doing this for decades. How do you do this? What's the deal? And he honestly was asking. You know this. He was always so teachable.
Right.
And Charlie, this is the reason why. These are the verses why. And instead of him saying, yeah, but that's one man's interpretation, Charlie said, I didn't know that. And you watch that. I like I think you said before camera, like 2019-ish.
2019-ish is probably when he really realized that a Christian should be a Christian 24/7, 365, 360 degrees, every area of life.
Yeah.
And he reached out to me in January of 2020 saying he had been watching our videos and was blessed by them. Could we meet? And so we met that shortly thereafter, and he wanted me to mentor him in Christian apologetics. And as you know, Jack, it could be difficult to mentor someone smarter than you, but not in Charlie's case. You know, the few things I didn't know, he wanted to know, because the only thing
He's way smarter than all of you.
Well, at least he admitted
All
that.
of you.
It's okay. At least he admitted that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, he can
At least they didn't
remember.
lie about it.
And he can remember everything you guys say. And I can remember everything you guys say. Oh, babe, like this is pissing me off.
It's okay. You just got to let it go. There's going to be a lot of bad stuff. So you're just going to have to let it go and then just
thing
point
that
it out.
exceeded his intellect was his humility, right?
Remarkably so.
Yeah. And he had many mentors. You were a mentor. He had mentors everywhere.
He was smart. He had men pouring into his life. And the great thing about Charlie, it's not that I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm doing the opposite. But you.
Who told him to delete it is the question. Maybe Victor Marx? Like he deleted from what I heard, Victor Marx was the first. I thought it was Jack and Terrell. Like then we found out Terrell was the first one for me, because he was a selfie. He said,
but
Charlie's dead. Charlie's dead.
yeah, but that never came out till like a month later. So the first one to actually publicly say it, right, would have been Victor, then would have been Jack, right?
But I don't care about that. I care about the first person who said he died. The first person on camera to say he died was Terrell.
Yeah.
If you want to go timestamp, he's there. He's there live. So that's how my mind works. So he's there live and he's saying Charlie's dead. They killed him. They. Who's they? And then it was Jack. And then
Well, no, then it was Victor, then
Victor.
Jack.
I heard Victor. I didn't know that Victor.
Yeah, I didn't know he actually posted that either.
Somebody in the group chat said, delete all your stuff. And they deleted it all.
Yeah, because it's weird, because all the pastors had stuff to delete. Jack, Butch, Charles, and Victor all posted stuff within the first hour and then all deleted their stuff.
Because
that is weird.
Candace did ask Victor, because everybody, why did you delete it? Like, do you know Amir? Do you know Jack? Because Candace knows that they all deleted the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, I just thought it was too soon. Oh, yeah, because you already knew. Like, everybody was ready to go.
Wait a minute. He was complaining that was too soon, but at 3 years old, it was okay to decapitate a cat. That's not too soon. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that. That's not too soon. But posting maybe 30 minutes of something is a little too soon. That's the too soon that bugs you.
Yeah.
The 3-year-old with the cat, that wasn't too soon. That doesn't bug him.
How to manipulate votes biblically. Is that what he's trying to ask?
Absolutely. That's exactly what he's trying to ask.
You should see what he's posting now about the voting thing. He has a whole thing like vote now. Yeah. It's crazy.
We should actually do something on that.
Yeah, we will. But I have to do this.
And I are both busy people. Charlie never came to us and said, please, pretty please, will you mentor me? Will you be my pal? Why you and I responded, and so many people responded to him as mentors, is that you could not walk away from his hunger and passion for truth.
Yeah. No, I told him several times, I've been waiting for somebody like you for 30 years. When I went to seminary 30 something years ago, I said, where is the guy out there who is so connected in the secular world, but will never compromise on the gospel and will ensure that the two go together, that he wants to influence the secular world with the gospel politically, culturally, morally, socially. He wanted to do that. And you see Christians in politics all the time, and they mention God in a kind of an ambiguous way. They don't, they kind of sidestep Jesus. They sidestep the gospel.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Charlie was just
exactly
like a blowtorch, right on it. And he's going to get rewards ultimately for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
It's a bit
I know right now he
lopsided.
senses, wow, for 31 years. In fact, I said this at I don't know if it was at the Memorial or at AmFest. I said it was tragic that Charlie was taken from us after 31 years, but he accomplished more in 31 years than any 10,000 people I know who have.
31. What does anybody know what 31 means in Hebrew? Biblically? I did it on my last Pastor Live. Does anybody know? Anyone?
I'll
Anyone?
see if anybody spits it out. Nope. No one's saying it yet. I say you throw them a bone.
I'm still waiting. Anybody? Anybody know what 31 means?
Nope. Don't think so.
Okay. In Jewish tradition, the number 31 has profound. I had to because I did this on a Pastor Live already, but I gotta read it. In Jewish tradition, the number 31 has been profound significance, most notably for the Hebrew word God or his hand, which has the numerical value 31. Okay? Or you can say even also the woman of Velar in their tradition. So 31 is a valid number. And they say it a lot. And they just said it again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
Lived for 80.
Exactly correct.
It's equally tragic, perhaps more so, to live 80 years and do nothing for the Lord.
Yes.
I had a similar thought, and I framed it this way in my own head. There are people who can say that they've been a Christian for, say, 60 years, but they've got about 1 year experience that repeats about every year. It's the same thing. They don't grow beyond the 1 year, but they've been a Christian for 60 years. And hey, Paul said to the Corinthians, "You're going to make it in."
Yes, he is wearing a wig. Somebody's asking. Yes, he probably taught Erica how to do it. Okay? It's a little bit lopsided today, though. A little bit leaning to the right a little bit. Yeah, chat is fire. I mean, yeah, guys, he's wearing one. Just saying. And hey, you can wear one. It's your own, we all might wear one day. But yeah, he's wearing one. It's the fact that you say that you're not wearing one when Erica Kirk is wearing one. I think Erica Kirk has no hair at all. I'm just saying. Don't hurt me. I'm just saying. You weren't paying attention to 33. No, 31. Well, no, not 33. 31 is when Charlie died. 33 is also what they've talked about as well. But 31 is also another valid number. Okay? Is when he died. Alrighty. Let's continue. I love this little screen grab of him.
You're going to make it in. And then there are those who, like Charlie, lived a short period of time, but they put down about maybe 100 years of influence, of experience in 31 years.
I remember you said something right after this happened, Jack. I've never forgotten it. You said if Charlie lived 250 years ago, he'd be normal. Do you remember saying that?
Of course I do. Yes, I do.
Explain that.
Yeah. So Charlie's understanding of what you just articulated about the gospel not being parsed out or segregated to areas of life, but everywhere. You and I have read our founding fathers. In fact, I'm sometimes more at home reading my founding fathers' private papers because I feel like I know them. And they're dead, so they can't change their mind. They can't go woke. And they don't have a podcast, so that's really great. So when you looked at Charlie, in my mind, I dropped him into maybe, I don't know, 1770, 1774, 76, 1780, 89. Charlie fit perfectly. He would have been, John Adams and him would have been best of friends. They were so much alike that way. Normal.
And Adams knew that our government was made for our Constitution was made for only religious and moral people. It's inadequate. Wholly inadequate.
Wholly inadequate for the governance of any other.
Yeah.
Completely true.
Hold on.
And Charlie knew that.
I
Yeah,
knew
I
you were
knew
gonna
that.
Charlie
tell me.
wanted to spread the
Hold up.
gospel and save his.
Hold up.
Okay, so that's great. The Constitution was made for a Christian country and a Christian society. That is absolutely great. And I completely agree with these guys. That means you two, right now, can stand the F up from the table, walk to the airport, buy a ticket, and fly back to the country that you're preaching for.
Yeah.
Because it's not the United States, because you're
Yep.
not Christians.
Yep.
You're fake
This
Christians.
is, well, they've done a lot of live streams, Jack and um Jack and Frank, regarding the voting. The
I haven't
voting.
seen any of them.
Oh yeah, like they've
Are you talking about this year or last year? Because I've seen none of
last
those.
year. No,
Yeah.
they're probably going to do it now. They're going to probably do it again.
Well, they'll probably
But
do it for midterms.
they want they're saying like even Rob McCoy, like it needs to be talked about in church. Like this is what they want. It's not supposed to be talked about in church. Voting and political stuff, leave that out. Bye. You shouldn't have that in church at all. And that's all they talk about in church. If it's not Candace Owens, it's political stuff. He just did a video, Frank, of and he was wearing a hat saying God and government.
Yeah.
So that tells you what they're leaning towards. And every time Jack Hibbs talks in his sermon, he talks about political stuff all the time. All the time.
Well, they all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can talk about political stuff because they're not actually preaching the Bible, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they can talk about all that stuff because they don't have faith. It is what it is.
They're running by somebody. Amir is controlling them.
Country.
Yeah. We have a mutual friend. Gosh, I'm kind of having a freak out right now. So let's kind of exaggerate this in a sanctified form. Here's Charlie Kirk.
Mhm.
And by the workings of God, there are people that are coming into Charlie's life by whatever means it happened, and you can name them.
Mm.
But my lane is so narrow. But in that lane, there's the man Frank Turek that I've known for so long and good friend, and so Charlie winds up somehow. You guys wind up connecting, and then either you or I or somebody said, Charlie, you got to talk to Bill Federer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh wait.
Well, what?
It just keeps expanding.
And,
Yeah.
and then
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's Turek, it's Federer, it's Prager, it's all of these people
Yes.
pouring into
That's
this.
You just stop it right now.
So
As soon as, okay, let's do the timeline. And I'm going to go through this tonight when I do Erica Kirk tonight. Timeline. Erica Kirk meets Charlie. And all these guys come into it in 2020. Rob McCoy, Jack Hibbs 2021. Frank Turek probably knew a little bit about Charlie a little bit longer. But all these guys, all these dudes came into his life right after Erica. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Well,
go.
it's funny how many flies money will attract because crap attracts flies, but apparently money does too
Well,
because
they
these
see-
guys came just swirling.
Oh yeah, they smell Charlie. They're like, oh my gosh, we just gotta get in there. We gotta just swarm like the bees,
And I have a hard time believing he needed to be trained and ask them for as much advice as they're saying he did. Like
No.
nobody knows everything, and I'm pretty sure he had a couple questions. But
Yep.
need to be sat down and trained like he was a sheepdog or something. I highly doubt that.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
just my opinion.
The overseas runs the show. Definitely, they're telling them what to say, do biblically every day. That's what I do with my Pastor Sundays. I show everybody. And guys, they are literally, when did Charlie meet Rob? Oh, 2020. When did he meet Erica? Oh, they started dating in 2019. Oh, when did he meet Victor Marx? Oh, he got his dog in 2022, and then the dog's gone, died. She had a kid. Like, you had the dog for 1 month. Look, we'll go over all this tonight with the Erica Kirk timeline. But all these pastors, and Jack Hibbs is a little bit of a tiny bit not telling the truth. They said he known Charlie all his life in another video. No, you haven't. You met him in 2021. And then Mikey McCoy became part of TPUSA in 2021. I'm just saying, I'm looking at
A year after he met his dad.
when did he meet all these people? And if I'm wrong, please tell me, because I could, Frank, he might have known a little bit longer, but Charlie just met, Prager U and all this stuff with Rob McCoy and Jack Hibbs. He just met him in 2020 and onwards. So that's the timeline I'm going. And it's really makes a difference because that's when he met Erica. That's when this all started. And, Bill Montgomery died in 2020. Dog died. I mean, just saying.
By the way, there is a poll going. Please hit the poll.
Hit the poll, please. Dog died. Yeah, I don't know if the dog is fine. Dog is fine.
That's what I already said.
Is it like they gave it to what?
Hey, Scotty. See, I always thought if they had cats, they would have just turned it into chicken chow meow.
No, I can't.
So that's what I
can't.
always thought. The fact they had dogs kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, I like what you said there, Korean barbecue possibly.
Dogs can smell, everything. They only had it for 1 month. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's continue on here.
Right.
Man.
That's right.
And that's just the hand of God. And so you said that. So yeah, I mean, he's a perfect example that if we're open and willing to learn, because remember Charlie would say, learn something new every day. Just learn something new every day.
The wise listen, he would say.
Oh, yeah.
Those are just
paraphrased right out of
They're
Proverbs.
just Proverbs. Yeah.
But are you comfortable enough to share some of the you guys walked a lot?
Yeah.
Are you okay to make that public?
Yeah, we in the summer of 2025, Charlie wanted to get ready for the tour, and the first event
was Utah.
And so on 4 occasions, he and I got together in Phoenix we would just sit around and talk about issues he wanted to talk about, that he wanted to be better at answering questions on campus. And sometimes it would be just him and me. Sometimes it'd be me, him, Mikey, Blake Neff, Danny Phillip. These are people in TPUSA.
This is all about this is so bothering me.
What?
This is so bothering me because it's like, okay.
What are you saying right now?
It's what you've never walked with him before.
Well,
you walked with him now in August. Why? Did you know something allegedly? Like, why are you walking with him? And what is going on here?
Well, walks aren't abnormal, but the thing, like, that's fine. You can go for a walk with somebody. I don't find that weird. I don't find that, anything wrong with that. But Jack said you always used to walk with them, and then they just said, oh, you started walking with Charlie in 2025. That's not always.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
he never walked with him. So it goes back to
if he just started to in 2025.
Well, that means you need to pre-record something or pre-talk about something. It goes to what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So I'm going to be doing a live tonight about Erica, and it's just all this, let's bank everything. Let's bank all this stuff because we only got 1 month. We only got 1 month.
Well,
and let's bank it.
And with Erica's situation, yeah, that's true. That's what she was doing. But I haven't seen that from Frank. He hasn't posted anything at all. I don't think he's the type of person that was shooting anything at all. But I do believe maybe he did have conversations, but those wouldn't have been recorded. And you don't record those because then you can't lie about them later, like he's going to do right now. As soon as you hit play, the lie of those conversations is going to come out.
Because I have the video of him talking about the walk before. So let's go. Let's play it.
The last event we had was he went out to Japan. I don't know if you remember this. He went to Japan and Korea.
Absolutely.
Right. Like in the beginning of September. And we were together in the beginning of August for the 3rd event. And he said, hey, Frank, the first event is September 10th. And I'm going to be in Japan and Korea.
Like on the 9th.
Yeah. Just a couple days before, he said, is there any chance you can come back to Phoenix? When I land, on the 7th. Then,
Oh, okay,
you
7th.
know, the 8th and the 9th we could spend together. And then why don't you just come with me to the first event on the 10th? It's like, sure, we'll figure it out. I'll be there. So I was there, and it just so happens my mother-in-law and lives in Scottsdale. And so I can bring Stephanie with me, and well, it'll
Worked great.
yeah, it'll work out great. So we would get together during the day for a couple hours, 2-3 hours. And, you know, he'd be working, I'd be working, and then we get together. And then after he and Erica put the kids down, he'd say, hey, let's go on a walk. And we do this every time I was in Phoenix. And the last walk we had was Monday night. The murder happened on Wednesday. And we probably walked for 90 minutes, always with a 300-pound bodyguard behind us, armed bodyguard. We'd walk around his neighborhood. And there are 3 things we talked about that night, Jack. We spent most of our time on. The first was, of course, government and Islam.
Government.
He's concerned about Islam.
What?
All right, hold on. Forget the Islam stuff. So go back to the walking. So he was saying that he walked with Charlie a lot, and every time they walked, they had these long conversations. He just referenced a long walk, which was an hour-long
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
So I just Googled how many times Frank was in Arizona in 2025, and it said at least twice. So that doesn't seem like many long walks
No.
by the beach, holding hands, reminiscing about, you know,
He's
Shabbat Shalom.
and
That
I
doesn't
think
seem
like
that to me.
Candace even said that. Like it was like what, one walk in August? And he's making it like they did it all the time.
Well, like I said, it's just a quick search. I could be wrong. There could be a lot more to it, but I just did it literally while we were listening to, and it only said at least twice. That's it. So I don't know if that.
Who's the armed bodyguard? I don't know. I do know that Charlie was. I did a video on it. It's in my members live. He was trying to change his security in December 2024, leading into January of 2025. He was trying to change his security. So Charlie knew something, and especially with the Doge and they didn't even do the audit right on the September 2nd when he sent out that memo. They didn't do anything after that. And then I'm going to talk about it tonight.
I like Scotty's comment there. Yeah,
Yes.
I think they should have
Yes.
that while they
Yes.
actually go live.
Yes, please. I agree to that. 1000%.
That's weird.
Yeah. Let's go on. Let's move on.
Coming and imposing Sharia law on us. And we all ought to be concerned about that, because that's the history of Islam.
Another name that goes in there. He reached out to me sometime before that, and I connected him with Jay Smith.
Jay Smith, yes. And apostate prophet, Ridvan Adamir, who I've become friendly with and had him on the show several times. So he had AP on. We call him apostate.
Okay.
Hold on.
Chris wanted me to pause this for a second.
Yeah, because they were talking about the Sharia law thing, and I don't know how bad it is in the U.S. with that. But being a Canadian, we are actually fighting a very serious war about Sharia law becoming actual law in some
Yes.
parts of our country. That's a very serious problem.
Yep.
And at sporting events, they're actually canning the national languages that have been national languages of Canada ever since it was created, and they are now singing Arab and other songs, which is completely bizarre.
Taking away all the culture.
So, and the history.
It's happening to not only Canada, it's happening to London. London is bad. UK's bad. It's happening there. I mean, they're taking away our anthem. Like,
so
what?
I'm curious to how bad, and this is where our friends in the States can let us know, like, how bad are they actually pushing that? Or like the legalization of Sharia law? Is it just something they're just talking about to fear monger you? Because here it's an actual thing. So I just don't know if it's an actual thing in the U.S. So I wouldn't mind some clarification on that.
That would be nice.
I just wanted to bring that up because we are actually fighting against that crap right now. So I just want to know if you are doing the same thing south of the border, if you're fighting that same crap.
Well,
or
we
if
have
they're
the same problem,
or if they're
babe.
just making it up. I want to know if what they're saying is actually a problem or they're making it up. Fear mongering against Arabs and crap like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true. Let's continue on. One second here.
Prophet. And Jay's amazing too. In any event, so
Jay.
we're talking about
So
that.
Jay Smith, they're talking about right now. He is an American. Oh my gosh. Oh, Wait, he lives in the UK? No. Yeah, he lives in the UK. He is pro-Islam and he is a full-time missionary of the Brethren in Christchurch with a focus on um everything among Muslims in London. So is he in London? I wonder. So they just talked about Jay Smith. So I'm just referencing who Jay Smith is.
I talked a little bit with him about the Islamic dilemma.
Mm.
You know, the Islamic dilemma. You know, if you get a Muslim up there, you ought to ask the Muslim, why does the Quran say obey the Bible on one hand, yet on another hand, it says
Kill them all.
it disagrees with the Bible.
Yeah.
It says Jesus
Right.
didn't rise from the dead.
Right. Jesus is the word.
Yeah.
But he had a beginning, and it's limited.
No, it's a dilemma they can't get out of because they're two chapters right next to one another.
Yeah.
In Surah 5, verse 68, it says, "Oh, you people of the book, you have no ground to stand on unless you stand on the Torah and the gospel." So it's saying to the Jews and Christians at the time, believe what the Bible says. Yet in the chapter before, in Surah 4, verse 157, it says Jesus didn't rise from the dead because he didn't die.
Yeah.
He was
That's
taken
right.
straight to heaven.
That's right.
He wasn't crucified.
That's right.
So here's the problem for the Muslims. If the Bible's true, we know the Quran is false.
Right. They both.
But if the Bible's false, the Quran is still false.
Yeah.
Because it's telling them.
It leans on the scripture.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Muslims don't know how to get out of that. So Charlie and I talked about that quite a bit that night. The second thing he wanted to talk about was the resurrection. And how can we show in a succinct way?
Also, Charlie said there was going to be a takeover. You guys need to keep having babies and children. I remember him saying this because the amount of people that are, immigrating, they're having babies and children, and we aren't. That's why he was talking about the abortion thing and how he's not for that because all these other countries are having babies and children, and why aren't we? So we need to do that still. I truly believe in that. Have babies and children.
Celebrates lies. The first chapter is all about what we're talking about right now. It's the whole book's in honor of Charlie. Started writing it before. The whole book shifted after the murder.
I mentioned to you. Sorry.
No, I just want to complete the thought because the next day, so Monday night, we're out on a walk. Next day, September 9th, Charlie calls a meeting, a scheduled Zoom meeting with two officials in Israel, one Jewish defender of Israel in the United States. I'm in the room with Charlie.
Of course. You never walked with him before. Now you're walking with him in August.
Blake's in the room, Mikey's in and out. What do you think we're talking about, Jack?
I know.
We are talking about how the propaganda war against Israel is gaining ground, even though it's all lies and deception. And Charlie is asking these guys, how can I better defend the truth regarding Israel? You guys help me with that.
That's right.
I was in this meeting.
Really? I would like show me is there a screen recording of this meeting? Yeah, you're talking for Charlie now. Like, I don't even know. He was like leading up to, he did Megyn Kelly. He did a whole bunch of podcasts before. He was leaving the pro-Israel cause. Like, what are you talking about on September 9th that's changing his bloody mind? I just don't get what you're saying, Frank, and I don't believe what you're saying. No, he's not here, so you can't just say all this crap about your walk. Oh, what are you guys saying? Tell me. It was a Zoom meeting, but he said he had a walk with him too. Charlie Kirk told a lot of lies today too. I think it was JP that did a video on it. Yeah. I'm not saying Charlie was a saint either. Well, they're calling him a martyr, which I don't think they should be. Like, look, don't do that. Like, since the day he died, they're calling him a martyr, the Messiah, Jesus. Like, what is happening here? This is pissing me off. This whole video is pissing me off, actually.
Lasted 50 minutes. This idea that Charlie was giving up on Israel is false.
Not only is it
Oh,
false,
what?
but
Did you? Oh, no, I gotta get out. I can't. I can't do this anymore. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? What he said about Israel is false. Okay. They're changing the Bible. They're also changing what Charlie Kirk said. We all know, guys. We all seen it. We all seen he was, Candace showed it. Oh, the text messages. He was leaving the pro-Israel cause. Come on. Lost a donor, and because of the Tucker thing and the Candace thing, and he's just done. He did that. He goes, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with all this. When he was in the Hamptons, right? This is so hard to listen to this. Yes. What a freaking liar. How many lies? I already counted like 11. 11. Okay? They're changing the story. They're changing the story because some people don't watch everything. It's almost like the interview that we did with Henry Dells, me and Mr. Lecco. They're not watching everything that's going on the internet and how we do the research, and we're really providing the information, and we're going, oh, you didn't say that. Oh, what's this? Oh, babe, he just said that Charlie wasn't leaving the pro-Israel cause. He just lied. So I'll just rewind it a bit so you can hear it.
I was expecting that to come
Yep.
up eventually.
He's a liar.
I expected it to be all lies.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
I only get shocked when I hear something that's true.
Here's another lie. You should put that video and then him saying he's leaving. Well, I should pull up the text message,
About Jack.
I know.
We are talking about how the propaganda war against Israel is gaining ground, even though it's all lies and deception. And Charlie is asking these guys, how can I better defend the truth regarding Israel?
Regarding this,
You guys help me with that.
that's right.
I was in this meeting. It
That's right.
lasted 50 minutes. This idea that Charlie was giving up on Israel is false.
Not only is it false, but I'm going to be off on time. I'll just say this. Before that, Charlie had asked me, is the cutest thing ever. My phone rang. It's Charlie.
It's not the cutest thing ever.
I got some context about that. Okay.
Okay.
So he actually did want help. So he actually did ask for help.
Yeah.
He actually did ask for help because he was early in 2025. He was struggling to push the pro-Israel cause still. So he did ask for help. However, they are neglecting to mention that after that, because of what happened overseas, he left. So what he's saying is a half-truth. And this is what they excel in.
Yeah.
Lies and half-truths.
Yep.
So what he said was true, but what he didn't say is that it changed afterwards. That's where the lie comes in, because he's not being forthcoming with the rest of the information. He's telling you half of the information and the half that supports what he wants to go out. He's not providing the full information so that the full context can be understood.
Guys, we all know what Charlie said. We've
Yep.
seen it. We've seen the text message. We've seen even videos, Megan Kelly, PDB podcast. We've seen it. Come on. Don't change the narrative, Jack and Frank.
What's up? Hey, can you give me a sermon that you've done that just kind of brings everything together about Israel's existence and the promises of God and its future? And I said, no. I said, Charlie, you're talking great questions, buddy. You're talking about sermons from the Bible. I don't have a sermon. I have hundreds of sermons on this. And he goes, well, I'm boning up on this quick. I need something. And I told him, I said, look, you read like a fish swims through water. And I told him to get Israelology by Arno Fruchtenbaum.
Oh, Fruchtenbaum. Yeah, of course, yes.
Read the book. And the other book, I forget who the author is, but it's called Startup Nation. But he wrote those down. He said, I'm writing them down. And I sent him a couple of, you may not remember this guy. He was a West Coast guy, but a guy by the name of Chuck Missler.
I know Chuck. I was in Israel with Chuck.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Chuck Missler had tremendous logic and scripture on In fact, I got this. I say this, but I don't give Chuck the credit. If God doesn't keep his promises to Israel, then we have no promises as a church.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I got
Wrong.
that from him.
Mm.
And so,
What?
Wrong.
If God doesn't keep his promises to Israel, then we don't have what?
Okay, so basically the thing, again, this is where he manipulates scripture. They're saying that all descendants of Abraham and all children of Israel are children of God. That is wrong. See, one, I've been studying the scriptures an awful lot over the last 8 months. So the intention, and they direct most of the scriptures towards the Israelites, and that's because they were the most lost. They're the ones who needed Jesus the most. That's why a lot of the scriptures are talking about the Israelites and the people of Judea. That's the issue. And one of
Yeah.
the key things they never tell you at all is that not all children of Abraham, not all people who live in the promised land are followers of Christ, and not all of them will make it to heaven. It's about a belief, it's not about where you were born. And they never tell you that.
Yep.
So they like to quote a lot of the old scriptures of the Old Testament because it was a lot more prophesizing, and the New Testament answered that. But they don't
Yeah.
want to show you those answers because then it proves what they're saying and the rhetoric they're pushing is wrong.
Yeah.
And we're going to shred that completely. I don't know if it's in tonight's episode,
So,
but we're
oh,
completely
man.
going to shred that whole thing.
Look
So
at Scotty talking in Spanish to our chat.
that's right, Scotty.
Look at Scotty go. Ooh. Wow, Scotty.
Angels you
Amor.
love something.
Mia vidi de do. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? What's it mean? Okay, we're gonna move on. You guys in the chat are fire. Go Scotty with his smooth. Yeah, like oh my God, Scotty, like get the girls all going in the chat. The
Scotty is so
Spanish.
smooth. He is
Woo.
like silk.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move on. Like, no, Charlie talked on several podcasts before all this happened.
Yeah,
So
but
this is a
we-
bloody lie.
Yeah, we know that. Let's move along. See what else.
yeah,
we've
yeah,
got
no,
coming
no.
up.
The audience needs to know that.
Oh, we need to know.
I don't care what people are saying about Charlie. They're using him. They pimped him to try to advance their own
Sure.
anti-Semitic views or hatred or
We
whatever it is about Israel. And they tried to use him. And that's a very, very,
that's you. You who pimped who? What is he saying, babe? Oh.
Well, basically, he's just using the deflect, deny, and reflect sort of thing. So if you're doing something, if you accuse everybody else of doing it, then that takes the heat off of what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
So they're actually grifting and using and monetizing
Yeah.
him. But if they accuse us, then it makes them feel justified in what they're doing. So
Deflection. Deflection.
absolutely. And the word they used, I thought was ironic, especially since Jewish people own OnlyFans. I guess they know more about fucking pimping than anybody, right?
Oh man.
And yeah,
like,
I'm going to
what?
throw that out there. So if you're going to talk about pimping, talk about the people who pay your paycheck, Jack.
Amir, who pays you to talk
So,
this stuff?
You want to talk pimping? Let's talk pimping, bro. And
I
who
mean-
who owns the legal pimping in North America?
Oh,
let's talk about that,
Let's talk
Jack.
about the pimping.
Let's talk about that.
Here-
it's beyond sick.
Here is a distinction we talked about. And Charlie, in fact, when I said this to him, he said, wow, this is worth the whole trip. Because we were talking about blessing Israel.
Mhm.
Now, what does that mean?
Right.
Does that mean that you have to agree with everything the
Nope.
secular government says?
No,
And I said, no, that's not what it means.
exactly.
Because if you want to bless somebody, you tell them the truth.
Yeah.
If you want to bless your child, you don't agree with everything your child does.
That's right.
You acknowledge and you protect the existence of the
You
child.
still feed him.
Yes.
They might get disciplined, but you still feed
That's
them.
right. That's right. So, I mean, what's the proverb, Jack? I think it's in Proverbs 27. It says, wounds from a friend are good, but an enemy multiplies kisses.
Yeah. Always.
So-
Always.
So wounds
Beware
from
of
a friend.
compliments.
You want wounds from a friend.
Yes.
You want people to
Faithfully.
tell you when you're off base.
That's right.
So we talked about that, and he said, wow, that really opens it up, because I thought blessing meant you had to agree with everything. No.
Where did that come from? Bob?
So I agree. You should tell people when they're going off base. Jack, you're going off base. Frank, I think you're freebasing. Either way, there's some bases that shouldn't be.
Oh, they're loaded.
Well, that's actually another interesting thing. They are loaded, literally with missiles that are getting fired in the Gaza right
Oh
now.
man.
Wait, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I nor you have ever thought that Genesis 12, 1 and 2 meant that.
Not that
We
again.
never
No,
thought that.
no.
We never thought, well, bless Israel.
matter what they
but
do.
we have to agree with them. Where
Yeah.
did you get that thinking? That's
I
a
know.
bizarre thought.
Well,
Of course not. You don't agree with everything.
one other objection that had
But that's what you do on every single sermon that you ever do. What do you mean, Jack? What do you mean? That's what you do. That's what Frank does. That's what Charles Highwalk does. He's saying that he doesn't do that. Doesn't agree with everything that Israel is saying or doing.
They do it.
That's
they
a
do,
lie.
They do what they're told, and
There's another lie.
they tote the line. That's what they do.
Is this like 12 lies now? Like, what is this? What is I mean, I'm so
I think-
happy they talked today because like this is retarded. Like,
Oh, it's great.
I can't handle this.
People right now are probably already clipping it and posting it all over X. There's so much wrong with this. It's a train wreck.
I mean, link is in the description.
just
9, 10,
nails it.
11.
9, 10, 11, but especially 11.
11.
Because 11, when he says all Israel will be saved, and then it says right after that, Jack, it says, on account of the gospel, they're enemies.
That's right.
But on account of election, the election of the nation of Israel, not
That's right.
not salvation,
Right.
they're friends on account of the
Yeah.
patriarchs.
Yeah.
This Israel that he's talking about at the time, they're not saved.
Yeah. That's exactly
Yeah,
correct.
they can't be the church.
Exactly
Can't be
correct.
the church.
So they were
Yeah.
dispersed for 2,000 years to the four corners of the earth. Then God says in Ezekiel, Isaiah, Joel,
Thank you so much for subscribing. Got a new subscriber here. Squirrely wifey.
Love that
I
name.
love that. Thank you so much for showing up. And this is just a new video that's dropped if you just joined. Frank and Jack. Is that like a cracker Jack box? Okay, wait.
Well, if you just want to swear, but
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
want to swear, you
No.
can just go frack.
I mean,
That's a Frank Jack.
Jack in the box. I mean, no. I got Frank and Jack. They go way back and they're talking about this is a new video that dropped. So all right. We're gonna keep going on. Oh,
Amos, he says, in the latter days, I will bring them back into their own land. Ezekiel says, I'm going to bring them back in unbelief.
Oh.
Think of that. Aliyah. They call it Aliyah. Did you make Aliyah? I'm going to go make Aliyah. What is that? I was born in Brazil. I'm Jewish, but I have this compelling drive to, watch this, to not only go to Israel and live, but since October 7th, 2023, more Jews immigrated back. I say back. They didn't start there. They were born in America. After 2023, October, they made Aliyah and moved to Israel. Huge numbers. Huge numbers. What's going on? Does the Bible talk about that? Yes, in great detail. Isaiah chapter 43, for example. But that said, where in any historical writings is there somebody who calls himself God who says, these are my people, they're a real pain in the rear. They're going to disobey me radically. When they do, they're going to pay for it. And they're going to be dispersed. But because I keep my word with Abraham, even though he was sleeping, I made a covenant with myself.
That's right.
I'm going to bring them back into their land. They're going to come back kicking and screaming spiritually. They might run back for the money. They might.
we got the frackers.
Yeah, I
It
saw
just
that.
came out that way, and I'm just like, I wanted to say, I don't know what I wanted to say. Was it Jack in the Box? It came out frackers. Yeah, frackers. That's a great one. Frank and Jack together is frackers.
I saw somebody asked who I was in the chat. My name's Chris. Hi.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
yeah. Mad Max on X. Yeah. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because it's only an hour. It's not that long of a podcast.
might run back to be safe, but they're going to come back. the veil's over their eyes. Romans 9, 10, 11. I'm going to lift that veil at some time that's sovereign to God. And yeah, a remnant will be saved. The remarkable thing is, Amos tells us that once he has brought them back into their land, they shall never again, I'm quoting now verbatim, they shall never again be uprooted. We know the tribulation period is going to be Jesus.
So you don't think they could be booted out again and come back?
No, they won't be.
You don't
booted
think
out.
so? Okay.
See, the funny thing is again, they're referring to something that doesn't exist. So the children of Abraham are not the people who live in Israel right now. That's just a lie. So the children of Abraham are the Christian followers of Jesus Christ. So that means every single person that's not a Christian that lives there right now overseas, they can all be booted out and thrown right the heck out because they don't have a right to be there because they're not a follower of Christ. So if you want to make up a fake country, a fake religion, and then spew fake crap, well, you're going to get called on it, man. That's all BS. That is all BS.
They're changing it.
And only the people that will be welcome there are the followers of Christ. So that means if you're Muslim, if you're Islamic, if you're any kind of other religion, it doesn't matter if you were born there 10 minutes ago. You're gone, son.
Yep.
You're gone.
You're gone, son.
You're gone.
Son, you're gone. Okay, so we're going to move on. We've talked about this so many times, though. Like, we have shown so many videos of this kind of stuff, but I just got to keep going on because I want to hear the whole thing.
They won't be booted out. They will be taken. I'll put it this way: their worst days are ahead.
Okay.
If I understand the 7 years and the rise of the Antichrist, Jesus said it this way: concerning those days, if I do not return, there'll be no flesh left on the earth.
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
Jesus.
24. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Jesus is saying that to those who he says in Matthew 24. When you see the abomination I've spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing where it ought not to, come down from your house, from your rooftop and flee. You and I do not live on our rooftop. You've been there. They have flat roofs.
Oh, sure.
If you're in the field, don't go back to get your jacket. Run. If you're pregnant on that day, on that time, and nursing, basically it's going to be tough. Oh, and he says, he deliberately mentions the Sabbath. Pray that your escape's not on the Sabbath or that it is in winter. I can't tell you how many times I've been to Israel in the winter when it snowed in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That said, it's Jewish in context. Think of it.
Yeah.
Think about it. And he says, flee. Now, that said, it's going to look very, very, obviously very, very terrible. It's going to be very, very terrible. Think about the times of the Holocaust. It's going to be worse. Jesus said if you didn't come back, there would be no flesh left. So I do believe this, that once they're back in their land, they will never again be uprooted. They may be hanging by the skin of their teeth at some point. But May 14th, 1948, which was yesterday.
As we're recording it right now, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, everybody. Israel celebrated
78.
its 78th birthday for the second time.
Yeah.
Think of it. They were once a nation, God said, and then they're going to cease to be a nation, and then they're going to be a nation. Listen to this, Isaiah 66, beginning at verse 8. God says, will Zion be made to come and give birth in one day? Can a nation come forth in a day? And yet Israel will come forth. Isaiah 66.
Yep.
Frank, no nation was born a second time in one day, but Israel.
Certainly not speaking the same language after 1900 years. That's never happened.
Same language, same culture, same. Remarkable.
Who's paying these men? What is happening
We
here?
already know.
What is going on here?
I got
Plug the book in.
I got a good comment here. I have no idea where you are, so I don't know where it is. So I'm just going to read it out. All the world's a stage, 777. The Old Testament is over now and is fulfilled with the arrival of Jesus. Stick with the New Testament. The old is done and over. Just like in the movie First Blood, the general told Rambo, "It's over, Johnny." And that's basically what I'm trying to say is the old the Old Testament was prophesizing a lot of things to come, including Jesus. So when that happened, that was now part of a journey which was complete. But there is still a lot of knowledge and information there that can still help you move forward. However, the covenant has changed now with the arrival of Christ. And that's one thing that these two men deny. It's weird. They hold him up on a pedestal like a shield. Don't attack me because I believe this, but really I believe that. And that's what they're doing, right? And I just don't like that. Listen, if you like Judaism and you want to, live that faith, go live the faith. You want to know what? I respect you for it. Go right ahead. I have no problem with that. But don't try to live under a shadow of something else or pretend to be something you're not. That's where I've got a serious problem. And spewing that to people who don't want to learn that crap. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got to say there.
You can make any deal you want. It's only going to be short-lived. It's not going to last.
Well, not only that, they can lie to the infidel.
They get to, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Do you know that they get to lie? They're commanded to lie to you guys to get things moving. And do you know that they believe in waiting things out where don't declare Trump victory too soon, because here's the way they think, which you don't know. As long as one of them are standing, one, they believe they're winning. That's how they interpret victory. If one of their team members is still standing after the U.S. and the Israelis decimate them, but there's one standing, victory! I'm not making it up. That's how they view things. And there has to be, in fact, for the Quran to be true, the crescent has got to close. What I say by that is look on every mosque. Now, I may be wrong about this. It's been the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is the gray dome, and the Dome of the Rock Mosque. Right. I think one of those bear witness of the ultimate goal. Most countries, if you go around and look at a mosque, most of them have a crescent at about 45-degree angle. I don't know why, not always, but it's not closed. It's a crescent, okay? In Islam, the moon cannot become full. The crescent cannot close until Israel is no more and there's no more Jews. That's why in Jerusalem, the Al-Aqsa or the Dome of the Rock Mosque has a closed crescent, a full moon, which is we need Bill Federer right now to talk to us about the moon god of Babylon. That's who Allah is. Right. But that's another day. That said, I love what you said a moment ago. The world thinks, oh, let's have a peace deal. They spell peace differently.
And I don't really know, Jack. Peace. I don't know how this is going to turn out because
I'm not confident.
The only thing that could bring them back a constitutional monarchy is if the military turns on the mullahs. And that might happen when they stop getting paid. Because the people don't have weapons, Jack.
Did you see the news? You've been in an airplane all day.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That's the breaking news today.
What?
The IRGC have not been paid.
Okay. I didn't see it. I'm just
saying. The IRGC is being fed right now potatoes. They're out of food. You're right. Maybe, listen. I don't know because, listen, Frank, I hope, this is sad to say. In the book of Ezekiel, it talks about an attempt by a 5-nation conglomerate that is going to seek to destroy Israel in the last days, and Persia is one of them. And the alliance of those nations, by the way, has never happened before. Never happened before in history, not even close. It's a future event. That means this peace deal with Trump, it's not going to last. In fact, what if it fails?
Is it possible it could last for a period?
Yes. Okay. I believe that.
Yeah. We don't know when the end's coming, right? So
yeah, we don't.
Could. Yeah.
I personally believe that it's going to be a short-lived peace gig, and then something's going to happen. Change of leadership, change of who knows what. But we do know this. Daniel chapter 9, verses 24 to 27 tells us that the prince that shall come, a reference to the Antichrist, that he will secure a covenant of peace with Israel, with Daniel. It says Israel. I mean,
Right.
it doesn't say Israel. It says, Daniel, your holy city and your holy people. Well, Daniel was a Jew. But he'll make a 7-year deal. But the Bible tells us 3.5 years into the deal, he'll break that deal by what Antiochus Epiphanes did.
Yes, right.
He offered a swine,
165,
offered a
167
yeah,
BC.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to get back to Charlie. We want to talk about Charlie.
Well,
That was fun.
Charlie was, as I say, the guy I'd been waiting for 30 years. And you know what Charlie also would say about courage, Jack? He loved the virtue of courage because courage doesn't take any skill. You just got to make a decision.
Please say that again.
Courage doesn't take any skill. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to have a great amount of intelligence. All you got to do is make a decision. That's what courage is.
But Butch said Daniel was a Jew while you were gone. Okay. All right. So who said that? Did Frank or Jack say that he said that? Like, I didn't catch that. Wow. Okay. He was both Hebrew and Jewish is what I have in my notes. All righty. Let's move on.
First of all, virtues, because without it, you won't do anything else. Now, we're on our way to UVU that morning in the car. Charlie
go.
gets footage on his phone of the crowd. He shows it to me.
Footage. How come he's not saying drone footage in all his other podcasts? Now he's correcting himself. We got footage. He's going to the UVU now. We're at UVU. Okay, here we go.
We went through the most recent batch of lies.
Yeah, we were talking about when I went to the bathroom, right? Elite Asset said that Butch said that Daniel was a Jew. So I didn't catch that. I have to rewind and watch it.
I'm gonna be honest. Back then, a lot of people were Jews that lived there, but people forget this was taken. All that happened during the height of the Roman Republic, and what they did is they gathered people from around the world.
Sorry. She's correcting me. Oh, Jack, not Butch. Okay, sorry. Jack said Daniel was a Jew, but okay, got it. Thank you.
That's very possible because it happened in Palestine. But the whole displacement of people was done by the Roman Empire. They did that, and that was their way of population control for the slaves they had. Right. So the fact that they actually owe the Romans their lives for spreading them out, then they owe the Persians their lives for bringing them back, and they just wanted to kill them all. I don't know.
Okay, we're moving forward. We're going to UVU, and this is the beginning of this whole entire podcast. They talked about drone footage. So he said he didn't say drone footage. He now says footage. So this is where we are at now, babe. Okay.
I'm looking at it. It's like an amphitheater.
I know where you're going.
I literally said to him, I said, Jack,
you told me this.
I said to him, Charlie, I don't like this place. There's too many buildings. And he just shrugged it off because he's brave. He's not going to call off the event. His security team was there. They had coverage.
You call off the event, for Erica, everybody else.
Yeah, that seemed to be a no-brainer, and that was with the vice president.
Yeah,
but they allowed
inside.
But they allowed him to go.
Yeah,
the vice president.
Yeah, he's okay,
but not her.
But not her.
But they couldn't call off Charlie's event.
Yeah, when there was so many things wrong, even an open carry, you can carry open weapon loaded, changed law in August, Bill 128. Go look it up. I mean, did Charlie know that? Okay, so let's keep going.
And I like how he references the amphitheater, all those people. You wouldn't be able to tell from a low angle shot from the tent how many people were there.
Well, he doesn't say drone footage now.
No, I'm catching him on that.
Yeah.
No, do you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
How can you tell it's a massively filled amphitheater?
Yeah.
If you're not looking from overhead.
Yeah.
If you're looking from the ground on the tent level, you can't see all the way back up.
He's watching what he's saying now.
From the Utah University Police and some of the Utah state police that they had the roofs. After this happened, I saw from Dan Flood the text that said, "We got the roofs."
No, no, no. Don't. You're not doing that. Nobody had the roofs. They had the Hall of Flags up there. That's what they had. They didn't have anything. They didn't have roofs over there. That's very generic. That's very vague. And if I was a security, and that was Brian Harpole, not Dan Flood, so you got it wrong.
Actually, Brian misled that. That was supposed to be a text from Dan, I think, wasn't
Okay,
it? And then Brian read it out like it was
between the
his
two. Okay,
conversation
between the
or
two on
something.
the Sean Ryan show, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he's got the roof. Okay, we're covered. No, you're not. No, you have to ask more questions. You're the security. How many men did you brought extra men there? I would be like, no, I got to call them up and go, what roof are you talking about? You got binoculars for us? There's too many roofs here. Can I get my men up on the roof so I can go, hey? All you have to do is like this. Hey, I got the roof. You just put your men up there. You put your men up on the roof. No, we got Rick Cutler looking at Charlie the whole time like this. Why are you looking at him? Look behind you.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at Charlie the whole time? It's just this is all bizarre.
Yeah.
Ready? I'll
Yep.
keep going.
And I've since had a conversation, and I can't reveal it yet
Of course.
because
Understand. That's right.
I have to give this guy an opportunity to say something else. But I talked to the head of the university police when I was there at the end of March, because I went back to UVU
Right.
to speak.
Well, yeah, you
and he
did.
was there, and he came up to me and we spoke. But I won't say what he said
Right.
until I have a chance to further vet it out. But he was denying to a certain extent that he had responsibility for certain areas. And it just seemed to me that since Butler, PA,
Yep.
I mean, I'm just a guy. Yeah, I was in the Navy, but I'm just a guy.
So
And I
is he
go,
trying to say that he's trying to say that night when he went back, and we covered that live too, when he went back to UVU and had that discussion where he was just trying to corrupt witnesses, allegedly.
He
so,
talked to the head.
So he's saying he talked with Chief Longman. That's what he's trying to say, and that there's some secret conversation where more evidence needs to be vetted before he could talk about it. Did he
won't say. So why are you bringing it up? If you can't say what happened, why the heck are you bringing it up? Yes, we know you went to UVU March 26th to have an event to talk to kids about the whole thing again, which you shouldn't have done, and you did. You brought a traumatic event all over again, and you were there. But you talked to other people afterwards. Okay, and now he won't tell us.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say. He said he had to vet the information. Vet or create or manufacture? I'm confused. So if he had something desperately crucial to say, wouldn't that have been told to police, FBI, somebody in the last 8 months?
Mm-hmm.
But he chose to say nothing and save it for Frank Turek. That's what we're supposed to believe. Hold on, guys. I got this crucial information about what happened to Charlie Kirk, but I can only talk to Frank Turek. I can't talk to anyone until I talk to Frank.
Yeah.
I just find that very hilarious.
So, okay, we're just going to keep going. So far he's saying that they got the roofs. They don't got nothing. They got nothing.
I think
Where's your binoculars?
That was purposely done. So I believe they purposely mentioned Hall of Flags and were vague on the roof to leave the roof open, allegedly. So that's the only thing that makes sense. If you're in security for how long with the training you got, if you say, oh, I need roofs, you will literally go, what about that roof, that roof, that roof, that roof, that roof? I need all those roofs, all those roofs. And
it's like when he was on the Sean Ryan show, he goes, there you go. Out. And then he puts his phone down and he goes, it was covered. What? What kind of security is this? You know how many roofs there are? We got multiple. We got lots. We got behind, forward. Where's your binoculars? And why is Rick Cutler looking at Charlie? Anybody?
That's an interesting comment from Leora. So what if, just say they plan to fake it in order to get that geotagging? They geotag 300,000 people there.
We talked about that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know we talked about it. Everyone's
Yep.
talked about it. I'm just talking about the comment in
Yeah.
general.
1000%.
That I'm not. I'm not talking about them just the geofencing. Like it's her whole thought. That was part of maybe a way to push the alleged geofencing faster and farther quicker
Yes.
by doing this. And if I'm following, if I think that's what she is meaning by this, that could be a very serious byproduct
Yeah.
of all of this, which we know is a fact. Like
it
Andrew
is.
Colvett stated out of his own mouth that they did that. So it's a fact.
It's a fact.
So
Very
that-
interesting. Thank you for your comment. Let's keep going because they're still talking. Okay.
You got to have somebody up there, right?
Oh
No.
no.
I'm sure he feels badly,
Of course.
but
Are you gonna blame the what? Are you blaming them?
Who's he blaming? No, I didn't catch that.
Okay,
Is
because
he
he's talking
blaming
about
Rick, Dan, or Chief Long?
Chief Long. Like I guess he's talking about the security and the chief and we got you covered. That whoever said we got you covered, which is Chief Long. So we're gonna blame Chief Long. That's what we're doing right now. When how many security guys and you brought extra there?
Hold on. So this actually makes sense. So if what you said is right, and he is saying that Chief Long feels bad, blah, 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 out of guilt. Now he's having this conversation and he's got something secret to say that he can't say because it needs to be vetted, when he is just saying that
Yeah.
he believes that this man is taking heat for what happened.
Mm.
I find that all very sus.
And this
I
video
find
comes
that all
out.
very sus.
And this video comes out today. Like that's very sus. Yeah, this is very sus. Like Chief Long needs to speak out. Come on. What's happening here?
Orion, geofencing has been taking place for decades.
Yep.
Yes, it has, but never on the scale that we've seen, and they've never admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
They've never admitted it. Now they're blatantly going, yeah, so we're just going to geofence these 300,000 people just because it seemed like a great idea. All of a sudden, now they're talking about it. It's different than quietly doing it in the shadows to 10,000 people here or 20,000 people there, but blatantly admitted to doing it to hundreds of thousands of people.
Throwing the UVU police under the bus.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
That's a yep. That's what's happening. Where's their binoculars? Like,
Well,
look, they're looking. When you're looking out there, it's very plain as day to see. You can see everything. So all you need is one of these. That's it.
and I also find,
Get your men up there. Why can't you say I want my men up there? No, that's you got me covered. I'd be like this. Hold on. Sorry, Chief Long. What do you mean by covered? Oh, you got the Hall of Flags? Right. Did Allie Top Files post that? You got the Hall of Flags covered? Yes, she did. She did post that you were up there. Yeah. Did Chief Long do his job? Yes, he did. Yeah, he was up there with his men. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes. There were several men up there. Mm-hmm. They had it covered. They had the hallway covered, and they had the top of where Charlie was covered. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you say roofs overhead over there? No, we got to get men out there. Did you get the men out there? No. Like this is sorry. I'm so pissed off. Sorry.
yeah. So basically, all I was going to say is when they arrived there, they probably should have sent somebody up to check, and they didn't. And that's basically
that's their
what
job.
that's what Allie's phone call there was sort of initiating.
That's their job. The security's job. They have how many men there? And oh no, our job is only to secure the talent that's around him. Then you know what? Then your job is to take this crap inside. Since you can't secure the talent properly, take Charlie inside or cancel the whole show. How about that? Don't go blame it on Chief Long now. Let's not do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. We're not going there. I'm mad. Like we're going back down this hole, Frank. No, we're not doing it. Go put your men up there. Put your men up on the roofs. You had a lot of them. More than enough.
You had 4 extra.
I'll reach out to him and talk to him more.
And those are the human dramas that we have to cope with in the scope of God's sovereign hand, which
Right.
Well, there's always a ripple effect, Jack, in
Always.
everything that happens. There's always a ripple effect. At the memorial service, there were 75,000 people in the building. There were 30 or 40,000 people in the building next to us. There were 110 million people watching online. And last I heard, as of November, several months ago, 1.2 billion people saw some of that memorial service.
1 point.
Is this all you care about? Is this all they care about? The memorial service and how many people were there and how many people watched it?
Well, yeah. How else are they supposed to sell shirts and hats, man?
I mean,
Come on.
Bible
Thi-
sales, babe. Bible sales went up, babe.
Think about all the hats they wouldn't have sold.
I memean, check out my, Charlie Kirk effect. Go check it out. Bible sales. Attendance in church is Charlie Kirk effect right now. Is happening right before your eyes, guys.
2 billion. for the gospel.
It was the largest evangelistic event in history. I still get emails from people saying I became a Christian because of
I need that. I need that right now.
sword.
I can just hear somebody say, that's why I don't read the Old Testament. But then you just reminded me in Revelation 19 and 20, Jesus coming with a sword
That's right.
in his mouth.
That's right. And in Deuteronomy 19, it says this: if you accuse someone of a crime falsely, and then you're found out, you get the penalty of the crime.
I love it.
So
Yeah.
if you accuse someone of murder falsely, and you're found out, you get executed. This would shut the internet down, Jack. If we had this
Isn't
law
that
in
great?
America, you would just shut it down.
And I just,
and you got to have two witnesses. I mean,
yes, that's right. Let
Yeah,
the
yeah.
record show.
Yeah, yeah.
Amen. That
Mhm.
needs, boy, that would shut, you're right.
Mhm.
People would straighten up real quick.
that's right.
People would keep their trash inside of them
Uh-huh.
where it should stay.
But as the proverb says, gossip goes down like choice morsels, Jack.
They love it.
They love the intimacy, the inside. We got inside knowledge that I don't know. Oh, we're a club. We're in a cult now.
Yeah. In fact, the things that happened after you too, the things that happened after Charlie's assassination, I found out so many things about me, about you. I found out things about my dad,
Yeah.
my family, my brother,
What? Your brother what?
my brother.
Butch? When we were
Oh,
taking pictures,
yeah,
was he involved in it too?
It turns out that right before Charlie was shot, my brother was talking to a microphone or speaker that was in a bush.
Oh.
And so he was talking to some sort of military operative that they were, conspiring to take out Charlie.
Because it couldn't have been a person who had been indoctrinated into cultural Marxism and transgenderism who was
mean
upset that Charlie was speaking the truth and that he wrote and eat this fascist on his bullet when he shot him. That's just too simple. There's got to be an integrated big conspiracy theory that this guy was just a patsy, apparently.
This isn't a conspiracy theory. Sorry. There's so much information.
Not even information, facts at
Facts.
this point. Facts.
Facts.
Things that have been proven to be wrong. Facts.
And by the way, your brother didn't leave. He stayed there and was talking behind the people that were filming,
Talking to students,
talking to students.
anybody, going, hey, he was shot, right?
Hey,
He was shot.
it's so weird, eh? He was shot,
Oh
eh?
my God. Did
that
you see
he-
the shot?
Yeah, like,
oh, wow.
oh
he
my
was
God,
shot.
it's shot. Did you?
Oh my God. You see
And
the
it-
bullets?
yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Did you hear the gunshot?
Yeah, like
oh,
I heard
man.
it. I heard it was because of transgender. As soon as he said that, he got shot. It's so weird, eh? Why is your brother there? He wasn't there last year. He never went to any Prove Me Wrong. It's his first time ever being there, and Charlie passes. It's suspicious.
Well, and hold on. Another thing is Jack even said at the beginning, oh, well, my brother just wanted to go down and meet Charlie.
Sure.
Hold on. Hold on. He already met Charlie.
Yeah.
Remember, the hat that Butch wanted to get a hat signed. So this is the thing. Butch already had a signed hat by Charlie. What he wanted was to get from Charlie written on the same hat. So I don't think this is a really big deal. You've met the guy before. He signed a hat for you. So why did you have to be there last minute? According to what Jack Hibbs said on this show, you called your brother up the night before to make sure you would get there. Why? You already met the guy. He's already signed you a hat. What was the last minute urgency that
He
you
got-
had to be there?
And remember what
So don't-
Charles Highwalk said? He got backstage full access to watch Charlie's assignment.
Yeah. So, those are facts. Even came out of your mouth on this show. So don't act like we're crazy when we're looking at what we're looking at and
Yeah.
we've got the facts that we've got. That's a problem on your guys' end. You
Yes.
haven't been transparent enough.
And I did talk about that, Butch and Rick. I actually gave the Rick picture to Barron. He did talk about it on his show because he found the Butch picture and connected them at the same time in Montana. So, and there's probably more. So, Brian and others. So, let's continue.
Exactly right.
Now, if that were true, Jack, if that were true, he's not really guilty, Tyler Robinson. Don't you think his parents would be screaming right now? You got the wrong guy. He's innocent. They turned him in. Don't you?
They were exactly.
Yeah. Don't you think he would be screaming right now? I didn't do it. I mean, this is just.
It's possible.
Anything's
that AI
possible, Jack. It's possible. Aliens may have.
Oh,
Well, if Tyler Robinson was actually showing up for his court hearings, maybe we could hear him because 2 court hearings ago, it was done by WebEx and he wasn't even there.
he coughed. He went,
Is he not speaking because he can't?
yeah, I don't
And
know. I
honestly,
don't know.
it's going to be tough for them to prove that he did it. Like based on the evidence that we know is out there, there's nothing that proves that he did it. There's nothing that proves that he actually did it at this point. So,
Well, his family said that he didn't. So,
well, and that's the thing. Allegedly, it was a report from, I believe, Kash Patel that said the family turned him in. But then,
he's not pleading guilty even.
but hold on. But then, when Billy and Brandy went down to the court hearing, they talked to the family and said that wasn't true. So the facts we have don't match the BS you're spinning, boys. So you can't say anything to that
Yeah.
unless you're going to provide us a fact which disproves the other facts that have been presented.
Yes.
Bottom line, guys,
Yes.
you're talking out your ass.
Done it, Jack. It's possible.
You
You need evidence, though.
Yeah.
You need evidence.
No, I don't think aliens would do such a thing. I
Mhm.
think it would take a libtard like that to
Mm-mm.
do such a thing. This is a person who's been indoctrinated.
The folks who say they're fighting for inclusion, tolerance, and diversity, Jack,
100%. Those are the people who kill people.
they do. Okay. They won't include you, won't tolerate you for holding diverse views.
They want to sit down and have a peace fest,
Mm.
but it's spelled not with we can't tolerate the
Mhm.
fact that you have a different view, and so we're going to kill you.
This is what happens, Jack, when you don't have a way to defend your worldview logically. You emote. That's what happens.
You emote.
You
I
emote.
love that.
And people get frustrated and tragically.
Like
Now, look,
Erica?
Tyler Robinson's made in the image of God. He deserves a fair trial. He deserves presumption of innocence.
But you want a speedy
Hold
trial.
on. You just said he deserves presumption of innocence. Didn't you and Jack just say he's guilty and
Yep.
we're all conspiracy theorists for saying that? So that doesn't mean he's got the presumption of innocence. In fact, the defense is so worried about having this case in Utah,
Yep.
about the opinion being turned negatively against them, that they don't want to allow cameras in there because of the alleged guilt that is being spewed on the kid. So that's not presumption of any innocence whatsoever.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
Oh my God, he whispered. That means he's lying.
And what did they just say there? They said something about that's an emotional outburst or something. What have we been watching Erica do for 8 months?
Oh,
Like, come on,
Look,
guys. Come
I'm
on.
going to be talking about this tonight. I don't know what time it is in Hawaii, Orion, but I'm doing a whole Erica thing tonight. And yeah, let's talk about the doctorate. Let's talk about all the awards she's gotten since this happened. Tune in. It'll be later on tonight, maybe about 9:30 Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, around there. So yeah. Elite is amazing. Oh my God, he whispered. I just laughed. Because if you ever watch some of my lives, Erica does a lot of this. That young man, my husband.
And
So when she does that, there was this show, and the little boy, when he lies, he goes, "Mom, I'm lying." So they whisper when they lie. And that's the whole funny thing if everybody's saying, "Oh my God, he whispered," because that's the kind of thing that Ali does on here because of Wisha. And if you watch my lives, I go, "Oh my God, he's lying. Mom. He's lying.
Yeah.
I forgive that man. I forgive him. I- My husband." She does it a lot. Go watch it. She whispers. Like when she's lying, she whispers. All right.
How much longer do we have in this sucker?
Not much, not much, babe. Let's just keep going. Stop. You keep stopping me. So let's keep going.
But given the evidence that we have seen, if it's true, it sure appears he's guilty. I hope he repents and then he's executed because that's what he deserves.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
You said something key.
Mhm.
Executed.
Mm.
The people who are against capital punishment are also the ones who are letting people out of prison,
Yes,
who go right back to killing people.
But-
Excuse me, we're in
Oh.
California. I can say that.
they are for capital punishment.
Oh,
Do they
man.
always got to try to spin this left versus right crap? Like, come on, guys. No one's buying it anymore. The right and the left are both looking at you guys and everybody else who's been acting suspicious. You're failing that battle, guys. You're failing that battle.
Yeah.
People are seeing through it. The left and the right both see you for what you are.
Yeah.
All right? So does the
Punishment on the
world.
innocent, the unborn.
They will murder a baby
Mhm.
in the womb, and it's a virtue.
Mhm. It's a sacrament.
Hold on.
It's a sacrament.
This is my
Okay, hold on. They'll murder a baby in the womb.
Yeah.
What about murdering them on the streets of the G Strip?
Oh, babe.
So you don't like the baby murdering in the womb, but you're okay with tens of thousands of them getting killed somewhere else. That's completely cool. In fact, it's justified. It's self-defense murdering a child somewhere else in the world, right? My goodness, you guys are crazy.
I
These
mean,
two guys are
this-
utterly crazy.
There is a lot in this podcast that they just put out. Like, this is a lot. This just came out, guys. So it's in my description if you're looking for the link, if you can't find it. Oh,
body.
Yeah, yeah.
They're mimicking the words of our Lord.
The communion,
This is my body.
Yeah. which is hilarious.
Right.
Our friend Dennis Prager did one of the greatest videos years ago
Mhm.
on
you got to plug in Dennis Prager. You know, you got to plug in that because that's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
why a baby is not your body.
Mm.
And he walks through a complete separate DNA,
Sure.
a complete separate
A
identity,
different gender.
completely different
Yeah.
gender housed inside of another human.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Mhm.
It's a miracle. But
But
Wow.
Jack, people don't understand the pro-life position. We're talking about pro-life for the innocent. It's different in capital punishment because you're punishing a guilty person. If
there's no
if it's
violation.
done right,
You don't know if he's guilty yet. Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
You don't know if Tyler Robinson's guilty yet. You're punishing a guilty person. We don't know.
Remember, you're guilty until presumed innocent.
Like what the actual. First of all, the weapon is in Quantico, and so is the phone. No, the phone is with the prosecution. The defense doesn't even get to see Tyler Robinson's own phone.
Yeah.
Where and where is all the audio equipment? Where's the microphone? Where's the blood? Where's the SUV? Where's all this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the crime scene was tampered with to the level of I don't even know what to tell you. They all trampled it afterwards as well. All of the security guards were there. Mikey was there afterward. The FBI wasn't even there yet.
Yeah. I just want to answer just a quick question. It's Jay, C2R2J. He was like, who is this Jack
Oh.
guy? Yeah. So just to answer really, really quickly, Jack is kind of like one of the lead sort of pastors
Haverly Church.
in the Turning Point orbit. And that's just pretty much who he is. So
Yeah.
He's got his hands in everything. And that's why
Kind of like on the sideline hands and everything, though. Like Rob McCoy is the TPUSA. He does the pastor. He's like the head. Obviously, he's retired from his own ministry, but he's still doing stuff with TPUSA. Just letting you know. Now, like Frank Turk is in like doing most of the events. You'll see Make Heaven Crowded. So Frank Turk is there, and while Rob McCoy's doing other stuff like accepting award, the Lionheart Award in Israel is what Rob McCoy's been doing in January, February, and doing stuff with Alan Jackson. Okay, so that's what I've been like researching because Rob McCoy's not posting anything, but he's doing his thing elsewhere. So
I think we
look,
covered who
we
Jack
need
is,
to
babe.
yeah, and Jack Hibbs is just like he only met Charlie in 2021. Okay, so he works very closely with Amir Tafashi, whatever his name is. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And I just wanted to welcome people that are just joining in.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming. We're just going over this podcast. They're talking about Charlie. This came out today.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know. And Jesus affirms capital punishment.
Absolutely.
And Pilate says to him, don't you know I have the authority to kill you? Jesus doesn't say, no, you don't. He says, yes, you do, but you get the authority from above. Because
Exactly.
God established government.
Exactly that.
And that's why the ruler bears the sword. It's
No, people are thinking that the Alan Jackson is not the singer. Not the singer. He's not the singer. He's somebody else. He's a preacher. He's a pastor.
He's a Zionist pastor.
Yep. Go look him up. He's pro everything. And Rob is working with him.
a reference to capital punishment.
So if nobody's responding to this podcast yet, this will get them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jesus said in Luke chapter 22, remember when I first sent you guys out, I told you don't take anything on the missionary venture that I was, okay. Well, now that I'm leaving, I'm sending you guys out, but this time you need to take your jacket with you this time. And you need to take you need to take, I forget what he said. I should
Sword.
know.
Yeah,
He says
sell your cloak and get a sword.
Sell some bananas and get, he said, get 2 swords.
It should be enough. All right.
Why 2? If you drop one, you're going to need the other one. Most Christians don't even know that. Jesus said, you need to own a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, you need
weapon.
self-defense.
Self-defense.
Which, by the way, our founding fathers used that law of natural law to establish the Second Amendment.
Yes.
The Second Amendment was not invented by the NRA.
Of course not.
The Second Amendment, our founding fathers said, okay, we learned something here. We know this. We can write up any constitution you want, but we got to do this. 1 and 2 are of natural law, which we could make laws against it. Nobody will obey it because a man will speak his mind and a man will defend himself. So 1 will be, you can talk all you want. 2 will be, you can defend yourself.
And imagine if Iran had a Second Amendment.
Wow. You know what? The Iranian, the Persian, I like to call them Persian.
They are, yeah.
The Persian people, they don't have that.
Pause this.
They can't defend themselves against a despotic government.
Pause this.
Wow.
So, that's just a lie. So if anybody knows anything about the Persian Empire, and I'll bring it back to the way I always do with Cyrus the Great, he had some of the very first human rights and things like that in world history. So to say that they don't understand that or they don't get it is just retarded.
Yeah.
They were one of the biggest civilizations around, and a lot of people in a lot of countries took a lot of things from them. So, you can't diss the people that literally you owe your existence to. And I'm just going to keep saying that because it's true and it's literally written in the Bible. So,
and people are saying that he was whispering. He's like, wow. Yeah, he gets a lot of that from Erica. Yeah, Erica knew Victor Marx, and I have a little bit of info on that from a really credible source that I will be discussing tonight on my live stream. So come and watch that tonight. It'll be extremely interesting.
But they're wanting, How many have been killed? What did
Well, 35 or
30
40,000.
to 40 plus thousand dead because they spoke their mind?
Yeah.
Wow, think about it. That proves Jefferson and Adams and it proves what they said. People will speak their minds even if it costs them their lives, because the First Amendment recognizes God's natural law that man will speak. Wow.
Well, hopefully we'll speak.
Wow. Yeah, there's a second live stream coming. I wasn't going to do this one, but they dropped this video and I said, oh man, Chris, we got to cover this stuff. I'm going to lose my crap in a second. Like, I can't believe these two are talking about Charlie on, like, they haven't talked together yet. This is their first interview together, talking about it together. So I had to just cover it. I have another stream planned already for tonight, and that's why I'm just doing this quickly so I can show you guys how fake and gay we are living. All right.
Those people were speaking for their freedom. We have freedom, and we won't speak up to defend it.
Well, that's why we're losing it to Islamic candidates sweeping across the U.S. at this time.
What?
Did you ever think that under Trump's administration and all the tremendous MAGA and all the flag waving in a post 9/11 2001 world, again getting back to how the Muslim.
Okay.
He said we're losing the freedom of speech because of Islamic people.
I know. Can I rewind this? Let me rewind this. Let me rewind this.
Like
Listen.
that's even happening.
Listen to what he's saying. Listen, watch this.
Oh my God.
Well, hopefully we'll speak. Those people were speaking for their freedom. We have freedom, and we won't speak up to defend it.
Well, that's why we're losing it to Islamic candidates sweeping across the U.S. at this time. Did you ever think that under Trump's administration and all the tremendous MAGA and all the flag waving in a post 9/11 2001 world, again getting back to how the Muslim mind thinks, that we would see them getting victories? And
yes,
elections?
because 40 million Christians don't vote. That's why.
Thank you for saying that.
40 million don't vote.
That's not
They
it.
That's a
gripe,
lie.
they moan, they complain, but they don't.
They talk about the faith. They talk about
No.
this all the time. So when they worked together before in 2024. I remember this for the Trump election,
Yeah.
and those two were talking about how Christians don't vote, and how they're talking about TPUSA action, and how people don't the 501. They don't want to donate because it's not a 501. They were talking about all this stuff back then. These two have been talking about Christians don't vote.
Well, that's all BS. That's all lies. That's all BS. Literally, Turning Point Action's only freaking job is to go get Christian voters to vote. That's been happening for almost a decade. So that's BS. The fact that they tried to blame Islamic people for that. Last time I checked, I don't see any Islamic people buying TikTok and censoring people. I don't see them censoring Instagram. I don't see them censoring X and getting accounts banned on X for talking about our greatest ally. That's an utter joke.
I've had friends that
such a
lost.
joke.
They've lost their account on TikTok, and they have 100,000 subscribers, and they've lost their account. Okay,
Yeah,
they've lost it.
because they mentioned our
Erica.
greatest ally overseas,
or that,
or Erica.
Yep.
But it's the Muslims that are censoring right now. They're the ones doing it. Like, oh, come on.
This is crazy.
This is because this is an election year.
Yes.
So I'm getting all kinds of questions and all kinds of challenges. And so I answered exactly how you just answered. And of course, Jesus saying, whose coin is this? It's a political statement Jesus made, by the way. You look at all these things. I'm really hard pressed. I'm open to being wrong on this, but so far everything is trending from Genesis to Revelation. The inseparable reality between faith and politics.
God established government.
Throughout the entirety of Scripture.
It's political from Genesis to Maps, Jack. all the way. It's political.
It is.
All these prophets.
But a shallow Christian, Frank, cannot handle that. They just like,
Yeah.
oh, why? Because they've not been equipped by
No,
pastors
they haven't.
to train them as disciples to go out on Sunday afternoon and show up on Monday morning at work or wherever they're at, and to be able to say, hey, Jesus Christ died for your sins and rose again from the dead, fulfilling Bible prophecy. And God also said that when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in authority, the people groan.
And it says, love your neighbor. How do you love your neighbor if you're allowing them to be hurt by bad laws?
By bad
When
laws?
you have the opportunity to protect them from bad laws.
That's right.
Why are you not taking that opportunity?
Because they are so spiritual, Frank. They would never dirty their hands in getting involved in that dark and nasty.
So I just
man.
wanted to point out, they're talking about love thy neighbor. And I'm wondering if Palestine's feeling the love.
Yeah.
Are they feeling the love in the G strip there? Are they feeling that love from their neighbors? It's just the
Well,
hypocrisy that these guys, it's just mind blowing.
Oh, you
It's
gotta
like
go.
they talk out both sides of their mouth constantly.
Go look at our Project Sunrise, what they're doing with the G strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something that we
Project Sunrise, guys.
Yeah, look at Project Sunrise and look at what the Board of Peace is doing and how they're involved in that. It's
And
brutal.
FIFA's involved. FIFA
Yeah, they're
donated.
involved now too.
FIFA donated $75 million to Project Sunrise. FIFA. I'm so disappointed. All right.
I agree with what Scotty says. The G string should be how we feel the love, not the G, and not
Who said
terrorizing people on the G strip.
Who said this?
Scotty.
Airbnb, and Airbnb is yes, Airbnb is connected with the FIFA donating
Yeah,
to
it
the
is.
pro, G strip Project Sunrise. Guys, watch our live stream. Me and Tornado Alley did it. It was a great live stream about Project Sunrise.
Yeah, and it was, what was it called? The Brave New World.
The New World.
The New World.
The
Yeah.
New World. Yeah.
It's a
The
good
New
stream.
World. New World. Anyhow, let's keep going because this thing is almost done here. They're almost done talking their garbage.
World.
Yet Paul wanted to go
Paul.
see Caesar.
Exactly.
Paul
He used his
God.
political
Yes.
citizenship.
Yes.
He
Wait, I
leveraged-
just forgot to tell you in the beginning of this whole stream, they both called themselves Paul and Timothy.
Yeah.
We are Paul and Timothy, is what they said.
did to get a court with Caesar.
And he told Felix so many unnerving things to Felix. He went after Felix on a moral level.
Yes, he
the
did.
governor there.
Yep.
That Felix said, "Go away. I don't want to talk to you."
Later.
Yeah, later.
Tomorrow.
Later. And he kept bringing Paul back because he wanted Paul to give him a bribe, and he wouldn't do it.
Right, yes. Yeah.
So Paul was trying to influence the top leaders of the Roman Empire.
What does and to prove your point, what does the book of Acts say?
Mhm.
Later on, Acts, some of a couple of epistles which escape me, maybe you'll know, where greet, it might be Romans.
Oh, the end of Romans. Greet Rufus.
Wait, I should know this. Greet those guys who are of Caesar's household.
That's right. Caesar's household.
My gosh, Caesar's at the table. I rule the world, and there's some kid down at the other end going, "Yeah, so do you think." Isn't that awesome?
Oh, it's
Wow.
amazing. Hey, wait,
Isn't that what the ballroom's gonna look like?
I hope we got a few more minutes. I got to say this about that day, 9/10, because it's important for everybody watching who loved Charlie and TPUSA. We got to the hospital somewhere around 12:30. He was shot right, like maybe 12:20. It took us like 10 minutes to get there, maybe 15. We had no, it's just an SUV. We had no lights. We're just screaming.
Saw that.
Yeah. We get there. Mikey had already sent a plane to get Erica.
Right.
And she got there, I want to say about 3:00. Talked to the doctor. Went up and had private time with Charlie's body, It's about 5:30. I'm about the only one in the emergency room area, just standing there. I'm in scrubs because
Your clothes.
clothes were, I didn't want her to see any of that.
No way.
So they come down from being with Charlie.
But she saw his body. She won't watch the video.
Yeah.
And you had blood all over you. I don't even know how. You were in the rear. You were in the rear.
Well, I don't think that's accurate based on what we've seen, unless somehow he got completely covered carrying Charlie from the SUV into the hospital.
That would be the only
That
way.
would be the only way.
And where's the footage of that?
Well, and by that time, I think the blood would have stopped flowing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Erica sees me. I see her. She's a mess, as you can imagine.
Of course.
She's crying. I'm crying. She comes up to me. We hug. And she says this. He loved you. He was doing what he wanted to do. Please don't let his legacy die.
Mm.
Why?
And
Yikes.
so
What the heck? Why would you say that? That's the first thing you say
That's weird.
when you hug somebody? No, I'm weirded out. That's weirding me out.
That's weird.
No,
That
no,
shouldn't have been
that's.
first and
Oh my
foremost
God.
on her mind.
Oh my God. Don't let his legacy die. What? That's what you say?
And I believe the
I
answer
think you would
was, don't worry, it won't die, but it won't be his anymore either.
Well, thank you for telling us that, Frank, because that's just, yeah, that is just weird. That's what she says.
Did you
That's
see
not
what?
what guys, think about if that's your spouse. Is that the first thing you'd say when you're hugging somebody? Oh,
Did-
oh my God. Please don't let his legacy die. Please, Frank. What?
I'm trying to remember if I heard him say something wrong. I'm trying to remember if he said something rude to somebody.
I'm trying.
I cannot remember if Charlie was short or in a bad mood. I don't remember Charlie ever hurting someone's feelings. Of course, he was not perfect. But I've never seen him flub up.
And I've never seen any of that out of Erica either. And she has
brother.
taken the most heat and has to live with the worst event imaginable. And she forgives Tyler Robinson.
She didn't watch it.
What did she just say, though? He just said that
I'll rewind it.
they say so much crap. This could have been a 20-hour episode on these guys.
Remember Charlie ever hurting someone's feelings? Of course, he was not perfect. But I've never seen him flub up.
And
There you go.
I've never
That's it.
seen
That's it.
any of that out of
Mhm.
Erica either.
Hold on.
Has
Brother.
taken the most heat and has to live with the worst event imaginable. And she forgives Tyler Robinson
Yeah,
at the memorial service
Yeah.
only 9 days later.
yeah.
I mean, she's
Only-
she's a superhero.
Only in
I'm telling
Christ
you.
can that
She's a
happen.
Yes.
superhero.
And you know, God will systematically.
She's a superhero. She didn't even, we don't even know if he did it. And she's already forgiven somebody. I'm like, this is just crazy. And then there's also a letter she put out saying the evil doers. Do you remember that, guys? When that letter that she put out from TPUSA, who's the doers? The evil doers. I mean, this is not okay. I'm not okay with anything, any of this. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Please get a hold of Dre. Yeah, okay. She's begging for help. I've heard that. Like, we did a whole 3-hour live stream on that whole thing with so much information. So much. How do I get a hold of her? I don't really know. I don't think she follows me, so I don't know how to get a hold of her. But I'll try. I had to dip out. I'm back again. Oh man. We're back to Erica again. That's what we're talking about right now. She's been through so. Oh my God, she forget that young man. That young man. I forgive him. I'm lying, Mom. That's where we are now, Wisha. That's where we are now.
In this life or the life to come, judge accordingly. He's the perfect judge. People need to realize that no one's getting away with anything. And instead of resting everything on that reality, there are people who just won't stop talking about all the dynamics and all the conspiracies and all of this, and I know something nobody else knows, and all this. They just keep going, and little do they know they are actually ripening themselves for the day of judgment. So Scripture talks about this.
Right.
They are gainsayers. They are heady. The Bible says they're headstrong, slanderous, unloving, unthankful, unholy.
2 Timothy 3.
Yes. And best for us in life to leave it in the hands of God. Best for us to rest where Frank, who was with Charlie in many ways, times, but there at his last breath. You have to leave things with God instead of conjuring up ideas and crazy things that
No, we're not leaving it there. We're going to keep pushing for the truth. No, we're not doing that. That's not something we're going to do. We're just not going to just leave it. Sorry, Jack, and fix this toupee up here. You fix it. It's a little bit crooked. We're not leaving it.
should be thoughts that are put under the captivity of Christ. Things that the professing world, I don't think I've heard from, but those who say they're Christians have spewed the most demonic things. The world has shown more respect.
Lies, accusations, and slander.
Lies, accusations, and slander.
What about your lies, Frank? What lies have we told? He just said lies, accusations, and slander. So you said you were in the SUV giving Charlie CPR. You were pounding on his chest. And then Brian Harpo said there was no CPR done. How come you haven't answered that? Right? He's talking about the lies and slander and accusations. We as a people, we want to know. We want answers to the things that happened in that SUV. Why is the SUV gone? There's so many questions, and we're not leaving it in the hands of God. We, the people, are going to demand the truth. That's what Charlie would want. Charlie wouldn't be doing all this nonsense if this happened to Erica. He wouldn't be doing tours. He wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. I truly, wholeheartedly believe he wouldn't be doing this if this was his wife and it was the roles were switched. No way, no how. Not having it.
Against a widow.
Yeah.
Widow.
Well, because there's...
And her husband's organization, his legacy.
Yeah.
There.
I do believe, I know you do as well, but I do believe that those manifestations that went so very public were of demonic origin.
Oh, yes.
But people have to lend themselves to be open to being used by such dark powers. So, look, I want to thank you for loving Charlie.
You did too, Jack. Charlie was so easy to love. I mean,
come on, it's not like I had to work at it.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
But supporting him and Erica now into the future.
Yeah.
We have to do what we can do.
Yeah.
Not that any organization's perfect or any person. That's not the point. And blessing often means correction, which we said earlier.
That's right.
But
yeah,
people don't understand. Erica was established long before she met Charlie. Miss Arizona.
That's right.
CEO of 2 companies.
Yeah, sharp.
Very sharp.
Why are you hailing her?
Well, that's already been disproven by many creators, us among them, but other people have already proven that's not true. Barron has, Candace has, numerous other people have. All her businesses were not successul until she met Charlie.
She dressed him in her Proclaim wear.
Yeah, so that's not true.
And I'm going to talk about it tonight, guys. I'm going to talk about all the Erica stuff. So I can go on and on and on. But yeah, Jack and Frank have been praising her existence since this happened. So, Frank especially.
Oh,
he wanted the Vance Kirk ticket. Don't forget
look at that from Leora.
Wow.
Just saying.
I posted that picture.
That's a bomb.
I gave that picture to Mr. Lecco, and then Tyler Boyer actually. There's a picture of Tyler Boyer, BB's son, and Erica, and then Tyler Boyer deleted his not deleted, made his Instagram private. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, get Crunk and Liskin. Who's Frank's stepdad? At the very beginning, I brought up that Frank's stepdad used to work at Raytheon, and that it was in and around the same.
Stepdad?
Father-in-law,
stepdad.
father-in-law.
Father-in-law,
Same.
yes.
Sorry, whatever. The father-in-law. Sorry, I made a mistake if I said stepdad. It's father-in-law.
His wife's dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, he worked at Raytheon in and around the time Francevay did, Kent
Yeah.
Francevay. So, and Frank's father-in-law was a program coordinator, and Kent was overseeing all the programs. So if the timeline ties in that Frank's father-in-law was there at that time, there's no way in heck that the Tureks and the Francevays didn't know each other.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Look, everything started with Erica. Just look at the timeline. I'm going to discuss it tonight. Timeline matters. All these guys came into the picture when she did.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, and Buffy just said the exact same thing.
Raven. Yeah, definitely. 1000% truth Foley.
Yeah.
Calling it out as it is.
And Buffy also said, yeah, EK's stepdad was there as well, and that's Kent. So
yeah, Kent.
Yeah, so it was Kent, and I forgot what Frank's father-in-law's name was. We covered that in a live stream like 2.5 months ago. Nobody else talked about it. We were the only ones that ever talked about Frank Turk's connection, his family connection to Raytheon. Nobody ever talked about that. We were the only ones.
Yeah.
And so nobody knows about it. Because if you didn't watch that episode, you don't know.
I do have it here if you want me to look up like really fastly what his father-in-law is. I do have it. Frank Turek.
If you can bring it up. We're pretty much done this episode.
Here it is, right here. Here you go.
There, so I'll read it out.
It's
there it is. Yeah, that's the guy. I remember that.
It is William G. Dolan and his wife. So Frank's wife is, I think, Stephanie Dolan, if I'm correct. So Stephanie is his wife, and his father-in-law's name is William G. Dolan. I did this a long time ago. This is what he looks like.
And,
right there.
And the key parts of that is he's a colonel.
Yeah.
And he was a colonel in the United States Air Force. So
he earned his fighter wings. Hold on, I need my glasses. He earned his served as a fighter pilot, air commander in Egypt, aerospace research pilot, commander. He retired December of 1983. He also worked for Raytheon Systems.
He worked for General Dynamics, Convair in San Diego, and transitioned into Hughes Missile Systems and Raytheon Missile Systems at Tucson, Arizona. He retired after 20 years as a Raytheon, engineering product line director of Strike Systems. So, come on. That's a serious job, man.
That's Frank Turek's father-in-law.
That's a serious job.
Okay.
That's a serious job.
Right. William G. Dolan.
And he was a colonel. So, just saying.
We're just saying.
Just saying.
Egyptian Air Force pilot.
Just saying.
Just saying. Frank loves Egypt because he's been there. He's done a lot.
And Ali did an episode about Frank in Egypt.
Just saying.
That's also something we already covered.
Yeah, I did cover it on a live stream. Yeah, the guys I don't know which one it was. Frick, that's so many live streams already.
We mentioned him in our Israeli Special Forces episode, and we did something else you mentioned too in another episode.
And that's Frank's wife. So Stephanie is his wife, and her name's Stephanie Dolan, and that's his father-in-law. So lots of military back. Look, Tyler Boyer said it. Our whole thing is run with military op. He said it.
Yeah.
The whole business is run that way. I put it on my X. That's what Tyler Boyer said. So it's not a they're all military guys. The pastors, everybody. Okay, so moving on to what they're almost done here.
What do we got, a minute?
And she reminds me a lot of my wife.
Oh,
I mean, she is someone that doesn't get super emotional, and she knows the facts, and she focuses.
Are you talking about my wife?
All of our wives,
Notice your wife and my wife, they're
and
very-
Erica,
they're
very similar. Not
because God gave us that because
Yes.
they're married to crazy people.
That's right.
They're married to Zionists.
man.
I think that's
So no,
the
it's
issue.
true though, Jack. I mean, Erica is just focused. I mean, she's
You're so up Erica's butt right now. Like, I don't know. Vance Kirk ticket. No, I
as
can't.
tragic and as how much pain she's in. She somehow gets up every morning and
Mm.
presses on.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
She's not a mess like I.
It's funny you never talked about Erica before this. Not once did I hear you ever talk about Erica Kirk.
Well, she's busy
Ever.
being a trad wife, right?
But now she's CEO. You're in love with this.
I
Yeah.
mess. You know?
Amazing.
God, amazing. Amazing.
Well, I'm not going to shake your hand because that's very formal. I love you. We're friends.
Oh my
We've
God.
been friends for a
I
long
thought they
time.
were
gonna
We'll
kiss.
be friends to the
I thought
end.
they were gonna kiss.
That was crazy. Not going to shake your hand. That's so formal. So they just fist bump.
They're bumping. They're bumping.
You're a brother in arms and a
Yes.
brother in truth.
And thank you for being the tip of the spear among pastors,
Mm.
because we need more pastors to wake up.
No,
Jack.
we don't.
We hope it happens.
24/7.
That's it. This is it. Yeah, I am. This was a long live stream. I'm so
Oh man.
like, guys, everybody who's stuck by this, thank you. I needed you in the chat to help me get through this because I just watched it just with you as we were going through it. So thank you so much. I am gonna go live. What time is it now? I'm going
I have
live
no
with
idea.
Erica. So 6, 7, 8, 9, probably in 3 hours
Yeah.
or so.
Just enough time for us to get dinner and load the show, and then we'll be
Yeah.
back on the air.
It's gonna be about Erica. So yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna I don't really do Erica a lot, so I might have to be very careful how I do it. But thank you so much, everybody who joined today. And yes, Hawaii's here. Like what? I mean, can I visit you? That's a place I've always wanted to go to. Hawaii, right? babe?
That's funny. We're not shaking hands. We already had a sword fight. Oh yeah, these two guys cross swords. I guarantee it. They cross swords.
Oh, they sorted it. Oh my God. I gotta go. I'm saying too many bad things right now. Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate everybody who stuck with us. It was
Yeah.
a long stream,
Yeah.
but this was something that we
poll.
wanted to cover.
The poll, the poll, babe.
That's on you.
Oh, it is on me?
Yeah, I can't pull it up.
Oh, sorry.
I've got an iPad and I'm not in StreamYard, so that's on
Oh
you.
my God, the poll. The poll. What did we got? Did everybody vote?
I have no idea. What do we got?
Let's end it now.
Yeah.
And you can read it out.
All right, here we go. Does Frank and Jack tell the truth? At 57%, we've got a no at not even close, 37%, maybe 5%, and 1%. They do tell the truth. So that is our poll with 139 votes. Thank you for everybody for participating and for joining us today. And we will see you later on tonight.
Orion.
Orion.
You live in Hawaii? Do they say Shaloha? Because I hope they don't. Because if they do, I'm researching this, that is not okay. It's aloha, not Shaloha. Orion?
Orion.
Is that a thing? Do they say Shaloha? I'm done. I'm at Shabbat Shalom. I'm done.
Oh, and I just want to let AWC know that one, I believe, was a mix hit by accident. I think I saw somebody saying early on that they accidentally selected the wrong thing. So that could be what that is.
Oh my God. Is he gone? Is he still here?
Who?
Or Orion?
Orion?
Oh,
he might be gone. We were signing off, so people
Okay.
were leaving, right? So.
Oh well. So apparently in Hawaii they say shaloha, not aloha.
They say shaloha.
That is
shaloha shalom.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not. I'm gonna do a live on that.
We just heard that. What was it, 2 days ago? And we're like, that's weird. Okay, something
Thank
to
you
look
for this
into.
video. We learned a lot about how lies are made, allegedly.